Hello sir, I'm Manivanan Kanadurga. Your name and age please?
Sarvanakumar, age is 20.
Okay, today I'm going to examine the musculoskeleton.
Okay.
Before that, we have to sanitize our hands. Inspecting the shoulder anteriorly and posteriorly, note for swelling, deformity and muscle atrophy, and palpate for tenderness at the sternoclavicular joint. From behind, follow the bony spine of the scapula laterally and upward. From these, palpate the acroclavicular joint. Elevate the range of motion of the shoulder, starting with flexion, as the patient raises his arm in front and over the head. Next is extension. Ask the patient to move his arm behind. Next, abduction. Ask the patient raising his arm out to the side and over the head. Next is adduction. Ask the patient crossing an arm in front of his body. Placing a hand behind his back to touch the shoulder blade. Next, external rotation. Rotating an arm towards the ceiling from the shoulder level. Next is crossover test. Ask the patient to elevate his arm to 90 degree of flexion and then maximum horizontal adduction. For apply Scott's test, try to bring the hand together on the back while one hand comes from above and other hand from below. Next is knee impingement test. For this, with one hand depress the scapula and with other hand internally rotate the patient's arm and then maximally forced forward flexion in glenohumeral joint. Next is Haugen impingement test is used to identify the subacromial impingement of the supraspinatus tendon. To perform the test, patients may sitting or standing position. The examiner should passively reflex the patient's shoulder and elbow 90 degree and then fully internally rotate the shoulder. To perform the drop arm test, have the patient sitting or standing position and bring the arm into 90 degree of abduction and externally rotate passively. And ask the patient to hold his arm and release your hand of support. With the elbow fully extended at 90 degree, with internally rotate the shoulder. Ask the patient to hold this position and apply downward resistance. With the patient arm flexed to approximately 90 degree and ask the patient to rotate the forearm internally for pronation and externally for supination. Note the arm is not adducted during supination. To assess the active range of motion of the wrist and hand, have the patient sitting position with the forearm resting on the table, starting with the wrist flexion. to 80 degree to 90 degree. And the wrist extension 70 degree to 90 degree. Next, radial deviation for 15 degree and ulnar deviation for 30 degree to 45 degree. Then thumb flexion and thumb extension and thumb abduction and thumb adduction. To perform Winkelstein test, ask the patient to make a fist that encloses the thumb. The examiner should carefully hold the patient's hand, gradually moving into ulnar deviation. To perform the phalanx test, ask the patient to flex his wrist and maximally and hold the dorsal side of his hand together for 1 minute. To assess the bulge test, have the patient supine position with the fully extended leg. Then begin by brushing approximately at the medial side of the knee. And lateral side of the knee. To perform this test, have the patient supine with a fully extended leg. Then stroke down until you reach the suprapatellar pouch and press down. With the other hand, do the same movement and stop below at the apex of the patella and apply downward pressure. Take one finger and tap on the patella. To assess this test, have the patient supine position with the tested knee fully flexed. Then rotate the tibia medially and bring the knee into extension. And repeat this process in different angle of knee flexion. To assess the anterior drawer test, palpate the joint line and try to move tibia anteriorly. For Lachman test, fixate the femur with other hand and bring the tibia into slightly external rotation and try to translate the tibia anteriorly. To assess the posterior drawer test, palpate the joint line and push the tibia posteriorly in an explosive movement. No pain with flexion, extension, rotation in the knee.